Are you with Joe Burrow that he could score 12 to 15 points in an NBA game?
I understand why Joe Burrow is filled with a great deal of confidence. Big Bleep Burrow had more passes last year that went for touchdowns than went for inaccuracy. By 20, he had more touchdown passes than inaccurate passes last year. He was also an exceptional high school player, so I understand maximum confidence. But this man doesn't seem to have any idea how hard it is to actually play in the NBA, how good those players in the NBA are, better than anyone he's ever played against by leaps and bounds. I understand sports fans sort of losing sight somehow of how great basketball players are, but fellow athletes should not lose sight of that no matter how much confidence they have.
Yeah, to do the highly quarantined thing and take a not serious question too seriously, we got to take a look at the numbers and the evidence that we have. As you said, Dan, he was an accomplished high school basketball player. Also an accomplished high school basketball player, his grandmother, Dot Ford, who in the 40s averaged 50 points a game in her high school team. They also had that shooting challenge before the Peach Bowl against Oklahoma, and Joe Burrow went 4 of 6 from the free throw line. So that's good. He can do that. There he goes. That's some skills.
That was a kind rim, a really kind rim.
What I think he's underestimating is because he's self-aware enough to say he would struggle playing defense. I think he's underestimating other people playing defense on him. He seems to be very good at shooting in space, but you're not going to get a lot of space if you're playing in an actual NBA game. The other issue for me is he compared himself. He said he'd be like a Matthew Dellavedova, who himself averages 5.6 points per game. So he compared himself and the way he's going to play to somebody who doesn't even score as many points as he said he could put up. I appreciate the spirit. I don't think he could do it.
Don't limit your dreams, man, right? Like, you see yourself as a Dellavedova, see yourself as a Patrick Beverly. You can do better than that. You don't have to bind yourself by the ties of media stereotypes and everything else. But he don't believe this. And you know how I know he doesn't believe this? I'm going to tell you how you know he doesn't believe this. If this dude actually thought he could score 11 or 12 points in an NBA game, he wouldn't have spent no years on the bench at Ohio State. He would have been on the floor at Ohio State as a starter getting buckets. Like, if you think you can actually do something like that in the NBA game, why is your stupid behind playing football? As you go look at the dudes, whatever the money is that Joe Burrow is going to get in the draft this year for being the #1 pick, go look at some of the scrubs that's going to get more money than that just for playing in the NBA. You think they scrubs. Guess what? They will eat Joe Burrow alive. Come on, man.
It's a good question, though, and shout out to Taylor Rooks for asking it. It also makes me think of one of my favorite hypothetical questions, which is what are you doing? How many starting quarterbacks in the NFL do you think can dunk?
Most of them.
Most of them?
Mm-hmm.
5'6" guys. Most of them are 6'5". Kyler Murray can probably dunk.
Yeah, I have no doubt that Kyler Murray can dunk. Like, I'm trying to think of who, other than Tom Brady, and like the Tom Brady, Phillip Rivers, Ben Roethlisberger, they just a little old.
Baker Mayfield can't dunk.
He might be able to.
He might.
He seems like a guy who might have ups, just like random ups.
Yo, one thing about it, all these dudes have like verticals in the 30s, right? Like, there's nobody that's playing quarterback that's out here with like a 19-inch vert.
You know who can't anymore, Bomani? Tom Brady, Tampa's quarterback. Yeah. Probably cannot dunk a basketball.
Well, anymore? You said he could never dunk a basketball.
I don't know, though.
He's watched a basketball game in his life.
I don't know. He's been drinking them avocado shakes. But everything he's talking, he might be able to dunk for the first time in his life.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.